Hi viewers, this is Thirmal, Commerce faculty from Hyderabad. Today I am going to explain about valuation of unsold stock in consignment business. Okay, every end of accounting period of time, the unsold stock should be valued properly. Then only we can know actual profit in consignment. Otherwise, we can't find out the actual profit in consignment business. Okay, sometimes unsold stock may be there or may not be there. In case of unsold stock, we have to find out like this. Okay, for example, consignor consignor is nothing but owner sent a 100 quantity. Consignor sent 100 quantity of goods to consignee for the purpose of the sales. So consignee is agent, may sell or may not sell this 100 quantity. For example, consignee sold only 80 quantity. What will happen? Remaining 20 quantity is in the business. This 20 quantity is treated as unsold stock. Okay, for the purpose of the valuation of unsold stock, so here is some process. First, cost of unsold stock. Okay, cost of unsold stock. Next, add expenses of consignor, add proportionate expenses of consignee. At the time of valuation of unsold stock, we have to consider direct expenses. Direct expenses means direct expenses. Direct expenses means at the time of sending goods from consignor place to consignee place, some of the expenses incurred, that expenses may be paid by consignor or consignee. So that expenses are treated as a direct expenses. So these direct expenses we have to take it for the purpose of valuation of unsold stock. Next, indirect expenses. That indirect expenses we should not consider for the purpose of valuation of unsold stock. Indirect expenses means after reaching goods to the consignee place, so some expenses incurred, that expenses are called as indirect expenses. So we should not consider any indirect expenses, only we have to consider direct expenses. Okay, all consignor expenses are treated as direct expenses. Okay, remember. Next, consignee expenses, some of that direct, some of that indirect, only we have to take it direct expenses for the purpose of valuation of unsold stock. For example, first, cost of unsold stock. Okay, whatever quantity of unsold may be, that quantity we have to take it multiplied with that particular actual cost. Next, add proportionate expenses of consignor. Okay, all consignor expenses we have to take it, so that proportionate we have to take it. Next, proportionate direct expenses of consignee. Okay, direct expenses of consignee, we have to take it only direct expenses. Direct expenses means at the time of sending goods from the consignor place to consignee place, that expenses incurred, that may be paid by consignor or consignee. In case that expenses paid by consignee, that expenses we have to take it. For example, freight, loading charges, unloading charges, cottage. Okay, these are the example for the direct expenses. Okay, these expenses paid by consignee, then only we have to take it. Otherwise, we have to take only the consignor expenses. Then automatically we will get value of unsold stock. So this is treated as consignment stock. This is to be recorded in credit side of consignment account. That's another important thing at the time of valuation of unsold stock. If the details of the consignee, if the details of the expenses of consignee is not given in the problem, so we no need to consider about that expenses, because that expenses treated as a indirect expenses. Remember, the details of the expenses of consignee is not given in the problem. That is treated as an indirect expenses, so we no need to consider about that. Okay, thank you.